So in this video we will actually talk about what really is happening in the crypto market right now. I personally think that we have now officially topped. I don't think that there is actually a possibility of now that at least this year or the next year that Sol can go towards $1,000 or Bitcoin can again cross its all-time high or go towards 150k. What I do think is that Bitcoin will probably fall towards the range of 50 to 55k, even 45k. That is something which is completely not predictable, but again, we can give our opinions on that. And also, one thing that I've realized is that I was into this Pump.Fun live stream for a very while. I've actually launched our own community coin. It was not my own coin, it was more like a community coin. It was launched by someone from my own community, and basically he then allowed us to basically have access to that coin, and then we can basically start live streaming there as well. But at that time there was not much hype on Pump.Fun at that moment. But as you can see here right now, that majority of the biggest crypto KOs like Alex Becker, and I think even I Choose Rich and multiple people like that, even Crypto Rizzo, all of these people have actually deployed their own coins. I won't say that they are more like meme coins. They are something which are completely speculative. There's probably no point of investing into that as well. It is just a formality that if you want to go on Pump.Fun and if you want to earn the creator rewards, you have to basically launch your own coin, and then via that coin you can basically start your own live streams as well. But one thing which I've realized is that the bridge between complete decentralization and violence is actually decreasing by a lot, because there are few streams, well, not few but many streams that I've seen which promoted violence by a lot. And I think that Pump.Fun is kind of like a light version of darknet, you can say, because I've been on dark web for a while and I know that what really happens there. There is just a lot of glamorization of this happens and that happens, and there's so much violence and all. That's really not the case. Yes, if you go towards the higher and higher level, which probably people like us, we don't have access to it, right? Yes, there these things might happen which you are thinking, but usually in the most basic layer, you can say, which we call the deep web, it is just like your telegram, you can say. That's it. And what I'm experiencing on Pump.Fun right now is something that is bridging the gap between decentralization and people having the freedom, but in a way that it promotes violence as well. And it also shows us that majority of the people that are actually launching their own coins here and doing these weird things, like there was a guy who actually caged their own grandma into a cage and then just started a live stream on Pump.Fun for that. And there were these heinous acts as well. There was some, as you can see here, literally like the adult stars and all. So this basically tells me that there is actually a demand for all of this, because people are investing into the narrative, people are investing into that community where they are possibly joined with other people that are investing into that community as well. And that community all around something which is ethically completely wrong, which is violent sometimes as well, which is weird, right? This just tells me that this narrative will not last for a while. And this just also tells me that when majority of your crypto KOLs, let me just show you guys, there's actually a new market called this dare market. This just shows how much scary decentralization can actually be. When people do adopt crypto as it should be adopted, then the decentralization can be really scary as well. Yes, it provides freedom, but it can be really scary and very weird as well. There is actually this new website or whatever you call it, called dare market, where this is something which is almost legalized, which is for most people it is completely ethically fine as well. And here you can basically dare or put on a dare of $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, and you have to basically complete that dare, and then you will basically get that money. But again, this is completely wrong. This is completely ethically wrong. This is on any level, this is completely wrong. Now, one thing that I actually want to show you all is the creator of Silk Road, Ross William. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he recently got pardoned by Trump himself. This guy was the creator of Silk Road 1.0 and 2.0 both. This guy basically laid the foundation of actual trade on darknet. This guy has possibly, like, because of this website, possibly there were many people who got murdered, there were many people who got drugged, there were many violent acts as well. Again, it is said that he just created this website to sell mushrooms, but again, the whole narrative, just got from here to there. It's on a complete different level, you can say. And this guy recently just got pardoned by Trump, which is a bit weird, because why are you pardoning a guy who is basically involved in such a big crime, right? Developing something on which people got murdered, developing something on which there were many violent acts, developing something which was completely illegal is a very bad act. And after he basically got pardoned and got released, almost 60 to 70 million dollars got moved from his old wallets to some new wallets, you can say. And like, these are still conspiracies, nobody really knows who those wallets belong to or what, but everyone knows that that old wallet belonged to this guy again. So there's pretty much like weird things happening all around the world right now, and it just makes me think that we have officially topped. It just makes me think that there is no point of these markets increasing, because if you talk about majority of these stocks like Nvidia and all, at least they have something that is utilized, a utility that is being utilized. Whereas if you talk about Bitcoin, it is the first cryptocurrency, it is the most decentralized cryptocurrency, it is the most historically significant cryptocurrency as well. But at the same time, its utility is not being utilized. Majority of the centralized exchanges, majority of the people that just buy Bitcoin, they just buy Bitcoin because they think that it is a great investable asset and it does have a utility, but that utility is not being utilized. So it just completely ruins the whole concept, you can say. And that is something which I feel that in the current scenario or in the current market right now, it is completely weird. People are dying. There's some Israel attacking Qatar, and then there are these whole wars going on, and then Mr. Trump wants his own Nobel Peace Prize, and then literally big journalists are dying for absolutely no reason. Violence all around the world. And at the same time, when people come to me and say that Bitcoin will go to 150k this year, I say it will be good that if it reaches 150k, you will possibly make a lot of money by that. But one thing which is like completely logical is why it will go to 150k. The users are declining. People are not using Bitcoin's blockchain. People are not even using Solana anymore as well. People are not using blockchains. They are basically buying this coin thinking that they are great investable assets because people like me told you that they are great investable assets. People like Alex Becker, this guy, Alex Becker, he said that he will never basically launch a coin. And then he got to this whole narrative that he will now launch a meme coin. And then he launched a coin on Pump.Fun, which he said that it is basically for streaming purposes only. Whereas if I show you his coin, and I think the coin's name was STR Season or something like that, this coin, and it is right now at 3 million in market cap. Basically he said that this is just a live stream coin, so he can basically go stream on Pump.Fun and then basically generate creator rewards. And one thing that most people don't realize is that Pump.Fun basically give creator rewards to those whose coin pump. It is not that you just go live on there and you just make money off of that. No, it's not that. If people invest into your coin and then sell your coin or buy your coin, the fees that are generated of that whole trade is basically a portion of that is basically given to you. This coin topped almost 20 million. But if I show you guys something here, the 1 minute candle, you can say, and if you just go completely back to here you can see that the first candle of this coin was almost 2.2 to 3 million, which any normal guy can say that this is a coin which was completely bought in before actually officially declaring its contract address. Even if we go not to its 2 minute, but we go to its 1 minute candle, the first minute of this coin launching, this coin was at $167,000. That means that someone would have probably invested almost $40,000 to $50,000, and then the contract address basically got shilled to the peasants, to the majority, and then this coin got promoted, which is completely out of the mind, right? This guy just tells that he is a multi-millionaire in crypto and he has predicted many things. He just doesn't shows that he has also predicted many fool things as well, which never really worked out. He also launched a coin where probably, I think probably 80-70% of the people lost money in it, right? Just look at the pattern. That any guy who has probably just has a month of experience in crypto knows that this is a complete scam. Anyways, coming back to our topic, what I do think right now is that we are in a place where uh, nobody really knows what's happening, because if crypto or if Bitcoin actually goes towards 150k, and if that whole alt season that we were thinking about starts to go, it will be completely illogical. Completely illogical. No one's buying Ethereum, no one's buying Bitcoin because they are majority of the people. Let me ask you all this question. Most of you all who got into crypto, they either got via airdrops, they either got in via meme coins, or they just got in because someone told them someone has made millions of dollars off of crypto, and you yourself have not made any money off of crypto. This just makes this whole process very weird. This just tells me that there will always be people losing money trading crypto and not holding crypto. And what will make you hold crypto is its utility. Its utility being actually utilized. Now, if we talk about meme coins, let me actually open text screener and show you few of the meme coins here. Shit meme coins, Backwork, 101-year-old Pump.Fun Stream. All of these coins here, they don't really serve a purpose. But when there were coins like Dog with Hat or coins like Bonk, when they initially got launched, or even coins like the Shib coin or Floki, or let's take the biggest meme coin for example, Dogecoin. These coins were there to actually serve a utility. Yes, meme coins have a utility, psychological utility. It provides unity. It gets you into a community where there are people, where there are basically like-minded people. So it does serve a community, and that it does have a community, and that utility is basically being utilized there, which means that meme coins probably have more utility right now than Bitcoin itself. And that just makes me think that, and right now the whole trenches are completely dead, you can say. The all this degenerate gambling or all this degenerate trading is completely dead right now. There is no coins to basically be traded for money right now. Yes, you can get into these and it will just be like throwing few money on a plinko ball, you can say. Anyways, there are people who are basically glamorizing death here as well. There are people launching coins on the recent Charlie Kirk death as well, and which is a complete unethical act. This guy probably made almost 500 half a million dollars off of creator fees, and he did nothing with that as well. So yeah, you can say that Bitcoin does serve as a base layer. Everything that is being developed is basically on top of Bitcoin in a hypothetical way. Not It's not really the case, but you can consider it as well. But if you take a look at Bitcoin's analytics, the weekly transactions are at a decline. The weekly active addresses, they have pumped a bit, but still they are in a decline as well. These are just the 7 days activity. But as you can see here, that even when Bitcoin was back in, when it was like in 2018, 2019, 2019 to 2025, it has the same amount of active addresses. No one's using Bitcoin. It hiked in Bitcoin because people were then basically buying ordinals on Bitcoin, like Bitcoin Ways, and then these runes collection and multiple other things, which actually got people interested into Bitcoin. And after using Bitcoin for almost a month, I've been using Bitcoin for a month now. Yes, I have to pay a huge amount in gas fees. I have to wait a bit. But if we actually talk about decentralization, Bitcoin serves the most amount of decentralization, and you can just keep that in mind, that Bitcoin is traceable. Bitcoin is something which is not used on dark web. People usually, connect Bitcoin with dark web. Bitcoin is not used on dark web. Bitcoin is completely traceable. It is very hard to, basically remove those traces. You have to use these tumblers and all, and you have to pay, like, instead of paying just $10 in gas fees, you then have to pay almost $100 in gas fees to basically tumble that money around. But still, people who are very wealthy, people who are very rich, people who are basically shifting a lot of money here and there, they're using Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the most decentralized out there. Yes, there are, the traces can be left, but again, once you do it with a method, which again, it is a complete method, and again, I can make a like 2-3 hour video on that method as well. But once you do that via that method, then those transactions doesn't remain traceable anymore. So yes, now people are using XLM, people are using Solana as well, people are using ETH as well on darknet. Anyways, coming back to our topic, so I've actually, I was actually interested in launching my coin, but I knew that people are going to lose money on my coin as well. It is something which is completely, reasonable, because where there are people making money in trading, there are people losing money in trading. It just can't be one way. When a guy cashes out $10, a guy loses $10 as well. This is trading. There will always be an exit liquidity. So anyways, I actually thought of launching my own coin on Pump.Fun, and I will actually launch a coin on Pump.Fun. And the reason being is that most of these platforms out there, like Twitter or Telegram or Instagram or Facebook, any of these platforms, or YouTube, they don't allow freedom of speech to an extent, you can say. And they basically don't allow decentralization. They don't like decentralization. They don't want all of those opinions, even those opinions that are, bit weird, or opinions that basically all of these people have, these especially political opinions. They don't allow those opinions on their own platforms. But if we talk about Pump.Fun, no one's really controlling this platform. This is a complete decentralized platform built on Web3, and you can basically do whatever you want to do there. And as I just showed you guys, this is something which is a low-key form of darknet, you can say. You can do whatever you want to do there, but it is much more mainstream. It is much more easy to promote to the audience. So what purpose will my coin serve? It is not a meme coin, it is more like a community coin. The purpose that my coin will serve is actually gathering all of the like-minded people together. People who are interested in politics, people who are interested in financial markets or crypto, or people who have basically something, opinion which differs from the masses, you can say, which will basically give them a platform to speak. All of the creator rewards, we will actually build a system where all of the creator rewards will actually be distributed among the top performers, or in crypto language you say, the best callers out there. It will not be a community based on only crypto or financial markets. It will more be a community based on people's opinions and people's political opinion and all. So it will actually serve a purpose. Now if you guys actually want more details on that coin, you can follow me on Twitter. It is ShazyXBT, as you can see here, and join this Twitter community. This will serve as the main community for our coin. Again, this coin is not a meme coin. This is more like a community coin, which will actually allow us to live stream on Pump.Fun. You buy it or you don't buy it, doesn't really makes a difference to me or to anyone who will actually join me on these live streams. And basically the purpose of this coin is just to have a digital footprint for this whole community that I'm actually gonna develop. Again, it is not an investable asset. If you lose money, you make money, I don't care. Anyways, I hope that you all will actually be interested in this coin, not as an investable asset, but more like something which will represent the whole community, or as a digital footprint for this community as well. Anyways, I hope that you guys have actually enjoyed this raw talk. I will actually be uploading more of these raw talks, because I personally enjoy making these videos. I enjoy that these videos are actually full of knowledge, even though they are boring, but they are completely timeless as well. Anyways, see you in the next one.